Dirt 5 has been quite a popular title since its release late in 2020. The people at Codemasters gave us a bunch of really different fun game modes, and today we're going to take a look at Dirt 5 as a whole. Sit back, strap in, and enjoy. What's going on, everybody? Connor Speed6 here, and I am back with another new video thanks to my friends at Codemasters and RacingGames.gg. Over the past month or so, we've been talking about some of my best practices while playing the game. Today we'll be wrapping up the series with a broad overview of how to help you be a better Dirt 5 player across all game modes. Before we get into the video, a big thank you to everyone at Codemasters and RacingGames.gg for supporting and partnering with me on this video series. It's been a fun ride creating these videos, and I look forward to more opportunities in the future. Be sure to head over to RacingGames.gg for all of your daily e-racing content. They have everything you need to stay in the know across the board with racing games. From arcade racers to sim racers, from rally racing to Formula 1. You can get all sorts of information from their site every day on a lot of different games. Head over to RacingGames.gg today. Also, stop what you're doing right now and leave this video a like, a positive comment below, and if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe for more weekly content like this. Alright, let's jump into it. So Dirt 5 as a whole is really enjoyable and a really challenging game. I've heard from numerous people that the physics and driving in the game can be a bit difficult to get used to. Hopefully my tips and tricks videos have helped you out a little bit along the way. As with any game, it takes some time to get used to the best ways to play. Dirt 5 is no different. The physics sort of mock Dirt Rally 2.0 physics, in a sense that steering inputs on the car have a major effect on how it handles in varying conditions. Let's take a look at 5 things you can implement in your driving to make you a faster and more competitive racer in Dirt 5. Inputs and assists. I know I may sound like a broken record here, but the first thing anyone should do in a racing game, especially a rally racing game, is turn off your in-game assists and switch to manual transmission. There are a number of reasons to do this, but the biggest reason is because you want to have full control over what the car is doing and what gear it's in. When you're running with assists on, you are essentially giving a lot of control to the car itself and the game. When rallying, you rely heavily on getting the back end of your car or truck rotated around a corner and putting the power down on corner exit. If you have your traction control on, for example, when you go to slide the back end around, the car will automatically attempt to stop that from happening and understeer you through the corner. Driving and racing off-road causes natural understeer in cars due to the lack of grip on turn-in. Thus, why you need the back end to rotate. The second most important thing to do is, like I said, switch to manual transmission. Changing to manual transmission allows you, the driver controlling the car, the ability to choose the gear you want to be in for each scenario in the race. There will be times where the car will drop you into a lower gear when you're in automatic, when it's actually better for your corner exit or slide to be in a different gear of your choosing. Doing these things at the bare minimum is essential to becoming a faster racer in not only Dirt 5, but all other racing games as well. Use the whole track. There's going to come a time where you jump into a race against not only the AI drivers, but also in online and time trial events where you'll find yourself sort of following the road and driving conservatively. If you watch the AI drivers you're racing against, no matter the event, they tend to stick to the same driving line and form a bit of a procession through the route like a Formula 1 race most of the time. Make sure that you don't fall into line with the AI drivers, as the developers have given us a lot more space to drive on the roads in the game. Widen your vision a bit and don't be afraid to use the sides of the road to extend the racing line or to cut a corner. Listen, there's no penalty for cutting a corner in this game. The devs gave us the space, use it. You still want to make sure you're taking the proper lines, otherwise you'll have horrible corner exits and it'll take longer to get the car up to power and grip to speed out of the corner. I go by the quote-unquote wide in, tight through, wide out technique. To break that down quickly, it simply means to be wide outside for the corner entry, hug the apex of the corner tight, and use all of the road to widen the corner exit. The corner exit is really important in Dirt 5 because a lot of the time your car will be slightly sideways and your tires will be spinning. When you take a wide corner approach, your car will stay more straight through the corner and you'll be able to put the power down with less tire slip and more grip. Playgrounds events. I know you're probably asking, how will Playgrounds events make me a faster driver? It's simple, really. The Playgrounds events in Dirt 5 are not only incredibly fun, but they are significantly more challenging than the in-game races, and a heck of a lot more diverse. Not more diverse in a sense of the world around you, but more diverse in a sense of having more challenging obstacles, and more likely than not, a significantly tighter route to drive. I recommend taking full advantage of the challenges that you face in these events. Driving these super elaborate, tight and twisty events will help you get a better feel for how the cars and handling physics work and giving you a leg up on the competition. A lot of the Gatecrasher events are around a minute or shorter, so you can really grind them out and figure out the best way to drive the event in each obstacle or terrain. Running these events will definitely help you hone in on your individual skills and sharpen your reaction times because of just how tight and difficult these events can be. It's sort of like swinging a really heavy metal stick around and then picking up a plastic stick after. The plastic stick will almost feel weightless. To tie that in, doing these really difficult Playgrounds events are like the super heavy stick, and the in-game routes are like the lightweight plastic stick. The skills you gain on Playgrounds will help you be a better racer when taking on career mode. Maximum difficulty. So I know it's very common for people to hop directly into a new game and either turn down the difficulty or keep it at the default difficulty level. I highly recommend not doing that at all. I personally prefer to turn the difficulty all the way up because the only way to get better at a racing game, or gaming in general, is to practice and be challenged. I've seen it a lot. A player smashes the career mode in a game on moderate to hard difficulty, and then hops in an online race and gets absolutely destroyed by other players online. Don't get me wrong, it's okay to not win every race, but we want to be competitive, right? I'm not one who believes in participation trophies, so I always race to win, which definitely does not always happen. While going through the Dirt 5 career mode on very hard difficulty is a tall task, it will make you better. Every single race you take on, every new car or truck you drive, and every new event type you race in will help you develop the necessary skills to be a better and faster version of yourself. Oh, you lost that race? Who cares? Pause, hit the restart button, and practice, practice, practice. I've gone through career mode on the highest difficulty, and I didn't win every race, but I did get faster. The AI drivers are a big challenge because they are nearly perfect and very, very fast. Also, starting at the back of the grid does a couple important things too. It allows you, first of all, to see the lines that the AI are taking so you can find an alternate line around not only the corner, but around the AI. And by default, that helps you become more aware of the other cars around you. Trust me, turn up the difficulty. You will not regret it. Before we get to my number one tip, please remember to leave the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I genuinely appreciate you all sticking around and watching the whole video. If you're still here watching, please type positive comment in the comments section below. Time trials. This may seem a bit strange to have in the number one spot, but I can assure you, the time trial events in Dirt 5 are hands down your best tool on becoming faster in the game. Time trial events are basically just you, a vehicle, and the road, as well as a time to beat. As you hot lap around the circuit or stage and keep beating the times in front of you, you are gaining not only knowledge, but the skills you need to make you faster. In time trial, you can hop in any vehicle on any track in any weather condition and just hot lap until your thumbs fall off. These events help you learn not only the routes you're racing on, but it also gets you into all sorts of different vehicles. The more vehicles you drive and learn the physics of, the better off you will be against AI or online players. As humans, when we're faced against a direct challenge, we go after it. Running these time trials events quite literally dangles a carrot in front of you, which is a time on the world leaderboard, and says, hey, go beat it. Naturally, we will do whatever it takes to do just that. You'll find yourself taking new and improved lines, braking a little later, and running that much tighter to the apex and walls to squeeze every last tenth out of your car. You do need to make sure you are practicing in a lot of varying vehicle types though, so you can start figuring out which one is the fastest and which one you feel most comfortable driving. In career and online, the vehicle selection is ever changing, so you want to be ready. Oh, also, don't forget to have fun. At times we get way too caught up in trying to be the best or the fastest, but we forget that at the end of the day, we are playing a game. I really hope this short list helps you in your quest to be a faster racer. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting the channel. Another massive thank you to everyone at Codemasters and RacingGames.gg for partnering with me on this short video series and trusting me to bring this content to the community. Please remember to go follow Codemasters and RacingGames.gg across all of their social media platforms and the RacingGames.gg website. There is a link to the site below. As for me, I have been Connor Speed 6 and it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, much love everyone. See you soon.